PDFs that are attached to your Research One, because all those words are explained there, and that is important understanding. All right, so I have a variable initialized up here. It's a string typed variable called name. I initialized it with an empty string that is 2 quotation marks that have nothing inside of them. I wrote cout to the console, and then I prompted the user with cin for their name. So what's going to happen right now is if we were looking at the console is going to say write me, and then we're going to see that flashing cursor immediately after it, and then the user is going to type in some text, and they're going to press enter, and when they press enter, it's going to be stored in name. Now there's a few problems with all of this code. Number one, I probably don't want that prompt to be on the same line as write me and flush. I don't like right up against it. Flush up against it is what the word I was looking for. So it basically looked like that. We probably want it on a new line. We probably want something that says like name space like that. And if we want that to happen, we need to make that happen, right? So we need to actually go through a circumstance where we code these new lines and this part here. So first of all, we could do a new line by doing /n, but this leaves our input stream open or our output stream open, which is bad for a number of reasons. But the primary one right now is we want to do a new line, and it's probably just better for us to close the input stream if we're not still using it. So we're going to say std end line. That will end this line, which means we're going to write on the next line, and it is going to then close the input stream. So that's a double whammy there. When you guys get into PG2, we're going to talk about streaming a lot more, specifically file I/O instead of what's the word? Console I/O, right? In that case, streaming is going to be a lot more important than it is here. But it is still important, or not streaming, but closing the stream is going to be a lot more important than it is here. But it is still important. Next up, we would need to do another prompt for name, right? Now here, it would be important for us to close the input stream, but we want this prompt to be right up against that. So this is fine. We can close it later on. We need to leave it open. We need to leave the output stream open. And there are certain trade-offs with that, and that's fine. We're going to have a better usability circumstance because of that. So now we're going to see this. We're going to see write me, which is going to write it to the console, end line, which is going to end this line and start the cursor on the next line. Then we're going to see name colon with a space, which is going to be this, and then we're going to see a flashing cursor, which is going to have the user prompt the user to actually be able to